What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. So we are continuing where we left off over here. So last time, without too much spoilers, we saved the city, and now we're checking on people. Now everything is calm and peaceful. It's almost as if people don't care.
Good to see you aren't raising mugs with Ismir just yet.
We saw the storm break.
I regret we didn't throw a parade to welcome you back, but I'll cheer enough for 100 souls if you tell me you put that backbiter of a High King to the sword. But what of Svanna? Is she? That's good, but a daughter shouldn't have to kill her own father. Svanna has my support, for whatever that's worth. She's going to need all the help she can get in the days to come. Not until we hold a moot to support her claim, and we need more than a single Jarl for that to occur. If Svanna proves herself as the acting Jarl, they might look past her father's failings and make her the queen, eventually. We can settle the matter of the crown when there's kingdom enough to rule. What remains of the holds are still ravaged by the harrow storms, and I doubt we've seen the last of the Grey Host, for that matter. None good, but none bad either. My wife knows better than anyone how to care for our people. I trust she and my Thane to protect and care for Morthal in my absence.
We seem to have survived, thank the gods. I thought for certain we were all about to witness the end of the world.
Yep.
No thanks to Svargrim, damn his eyes. After you and the princess went off to Blackreach, I gathered whoever we could and made our stand here in the Hall of the Dead. I'm just glad we don't have to be permanent residents. Far fewer than I feared when the storm began. Thanks to you and the princess, with the storm over and the Grey Host driven from Castle Dower, my soldiers will get the city back into shape. As long as no one else attacks us in the meantime.
They're here! They're at the gates!
The Grey Host? I thought we were done with them for now.
Not the Grey Host! The Skald King! The...
What?
Stand down, you idiots! We come in peace.
Partner, could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skull King before we start a war.
Sure save me from fools and prophets. Will no one properly greet a weary traveler? Oh, familiar face. Maybe you can talk some sense into these Western milk drinkers. We're not a damn invasion. We're here to help. Do you know what's going on? So the rumors are true? Svargrim joined the Grey Host? I knew he had ambitions, but to throw away his humanity like that, it's inconceivable. Svargrim once told me that he would die before welcoming me to solitude. I suppose he was right. That's why I sent Lyris here in the first place. I'm not the king of these holds, though. I can't do anything if they refuse my help. Svargrim despised me. He would never accept my aid. But Svanna... here she comes now. Let's see what she has to say.
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to slap aside a helping hand, but I'm not. Permit me a word with your envoy, Skald King. Thank you for holding the line, I mean. I'm ready to do what I should have done a long time ago. To do what my father never could. I'll speak with the Skald King. There's one more thing I'd like you to do while I entertain our guests. We saved Solitude, but our war with the Grey Host is far from over. We need Fenn's elixir more than ever. With that, and King Yoren's help, we might just push these monsters back into their grave for good. Check on Fenn's progress, please.
1 second.
That depends on Fen. If there's anything standing in his way, let me know. And I'll do everything in my power to get him what he needs. Fen is with old Mjolnir at the Mages Guild. When you're finished with him, join me in the courtyard of the Blue Palace. I'm going to hold a moment of remembrance for this city. We all need a moment to mourn what we lost. I'm going to invite the Skald King to join us. If the people of Solitude see him bow his head along with the rest of us, they may not care about the divide between the East and the West.
Morality is a fool's game.
I should probably start doing the dailies here too at some point.
Can you lend a helping hand?
Welcome to the Mages Guild Library. Please handle our books and scrolls with the care. Do you work with that I knew it. Far superior. Just... I should warn you, Maelmoth was mad as a sack of wheels. Whatever you intend to do with the text, I doubt it will be worth the effort.
Think he's lower area.
Ingenious. A rare thing to find an elf with the makings of a clever woman.
Despite what my kin might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good, you're here. I was just discussing a theory with Mjolnir, and it seems like we're very close to turning this elixir into a true restorative. A cure. Singolis's research on the nether root showed me just how it weakens the connection between a body and soul. Thus far, I've been able to inure a person to the root, but now I'm certain I can use that knowledge to heal those weakened bonds. Well, it is just a theory at this point. There's a lot more testing and experimentation to be done before we can produce a viable antidote. Weeks, optimistically? I know. We can't simply put things on hold. Mjolnir and I have a batch brewing right now, and materials to keep producing for another day. Ingert's promised us a steady supply of Arcase oil, but that's not our limiting factor. We know enough about Singolis's refinement processes to replicate his methods, but we still need a source of netherroot to do so. Tell Svanna that if she can keep us supplied, we can produce enough elixir for all the holds in a matter of weeks. We can ransack Greyhost's stockpiles, or mount an expedition into Blackreach. Otherwise, it would take decades of work to produce a proper crop. After we get the elixir squared away, we'll turn our attention to curing the Herot. Indeed. As I surmised, the Grey Reliquaries contained the remains of ancient Greyhost warriors. They served as a connection to the souls trapped in Cold Harbor. Using the energy from the Harrow storms, the souls were pulled into the stone husks. I believe the stone husks are incubators of a sort. The physical forms of the Grey Host are reincorporated within the stone vessels, through a mix of Singolis's alchemy and sorcery, and the magic of the Ice Reach witches. When whole, they burst free.
I was hoping you'd return before we began. Tell me you've got good news. I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech about healing and hope, knowing that we're on the road to recovery. What did Fen have to say about the elixir? Not the best news, but I'll take it. So long as we have enough to protect our soldiers, we have a fighting chance against the Grey Host. I'll go to the Undergrove myself, if that's what it takes. Now that would be cause for celebration. If he can really bring back even a fraction of those we lost to the Herot storms, I'm willing to try. That's all I needed to hear. We should begin the ceremony before the crowd grows more restless. Nothing fancy, just a traditional Nord wake. To mourn and celebrate those we've lost, and cherish the lives we still have. I'd like you to join us. None of us would be here to sing dirges for the dead or celebrate the living if not for you. I certainly wouldn't be here, ready to lead my hold. You've supported me since I started down this path. I'm honored to have you here at the end. Sons and daughters of Skyrim, we have the honor today of remembering the dead.
Honor to the fallen.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, our trials were fierce, but we are still here.
We stand and we remain.
Now, we raise our voices to tell Sovngarde of the coming of the worthy dead, and to tell the world that the Nords are still here. We are still standing!
The fallen now march home to hallowed halls, to join our ancestors in boundless drink and song and brawls. Let's sound the horns, let peal the bells, let loose the ancient hymn. We will remain until time ends, we children of Skyrim.
Is that it? We have a lot of stuff to do. But first of all, we're gonna buy the house now that we can. The Proud Spire Manor. This isn't the one we particularly, like, wanted. But if you could pay with gold, I mean, sure. The one down in Blackreach, that, like, mansion, the Sanguine Mansion one. Ooh, I want that one. I'm kind of skeptical it's gonna be about $100 for it, which is, kind of a lot. Oh, no. Western Skyrim Grand Adventure Achievement. What the heck? Western. Complete 30 quests in the area of Western Skyrim or Greymoor, Blackreach Caverns. Oh, 12 out of 30. Yeah, I could do 30 quests easy.
Ice shields walking the streets of solitude? What's our hold coming to?
Quiet you. Princess Svanna and her allies saved us all. And one of them was an Eastern half-giant.
Alright, what do we want to do now? Let's do Overworld Quests before we go down into, Blackreach. Let's do one, like, section at a time.
Ah, assistants. It's about time. So, any luck with that cold-blooded librarian? Excellent! I must admit, I had my doubts, but you're turning out to be a model employee. Assistant. Partner? Whatever. Now, if you just hand it over, I can try to untangle Maelmoth's riddles and set us on the right path. she would. This text reveals Melmoth's mysterium, his trove to arcane trinkets and treasures. Now, just give me a moment to, Yes, I have it. This clearly refers to a meditation grotto near Kilcreath, one of Shalador's old haunts. Well, to be frank, this seems too good to be true. A single riddle leading to our prize? Too easy. Then again, things often come easy to an adventurer of my caliber. I have some business to conclude here. I'll meet you at Kilcreath once I'm finished. How would I not? Ancient mysteries are Narcisstren's stock in trade. No arcane relic or lost antiquity evades my gaze for long. Surely you've read some of my books? They're bestsellers, Assistant. I can get you some, at a very reasonable price. Well, advanced scholarship always involves a bit of give and take. For example, an elderly mage I met in Riften made a, modest contribution. But make no mistake, it was I who cracked Melmoth's riddles. He was, for a time, struck me as something of an obsession, if I'm being honest. 50 years he's been at this Melmoth business. 50 years! Oh, can you imagine? That might be a reasonable period of study for an elf, but for a Nord? Ooh, it's untenable. Of course I did. What kind of Mer would I be if I let that doddering fossil waste his scant remaining years chasing riddles like this? I may be ambitious, but I am never cruel. I took his notes as a personal and professional courtesy. Yes, of course, all the credit he deserves. I am generous with my praise. You'll see soon enough, Assistant.
Let me actually see what achievements we still need. These are probably... These are probably the public dungeons. Alright, where are we going? Meditation Grotto. Now all we have to do is do all the delves, side quests on the side, collect all the skyshards. So that should be another like 20 episodes. But yeah, I think we're done with the main story for this one. We just have to get all the side quests and stuff done, which is usually the fun part. I get to explore around without being told what to do. Always fun.
Ah, there you are. Yes, I'd say this looks like the right place. What's this then? A lever of some kind? Well, you did arrive first. Fair's fair. Go ahead and pull it, won't you?
No. I did use the switch. I can't use the switch again.
Watch and learn, Assistant. Now that I've graciously shown you what can go wrong, you give it a try. Look, something appeared. A scroll of some kind. Let me guess. Another array of tiresome clues. Ugh. Do you have any idea how many clues I've worked through thus far? That bottle nonsense from before, that was just one of many chapters in this ridiculous saga. Oh, enough grousing. Out with it! Ah, yes. A reference to his passing fancy with poetry and romance. Was Maelmoth a cunning illusionist? Yes. Was he a master wordsmith? Hardly. I don't know about the flowers, but this bit about Lady of the Winter Winds likely points to Kyne. Yes, the Nord storm goddess. I'm not aware of any connections between Kyne and flowers, but an ancient shrine dedicated to her lies southwest of here, near Chillwind Depths. I'll mark it on your map. Meet me there, all right?
Dude, that's so far away. Let's see, what other things are there? Camp discovered. Where is the quest starter? Find an icon, that means there's a quest starter somewhere nearby. That is what we're trying to figure out.
Please. Oh, thank Meridia. The priests and pilgrims of Kiltrith Temple. We need assistance. A great and terrible storm struck, and so many of us were lost. A temple dedicated to Meridia, the Lady of Light. Pilgrims come from across Skyrim to pray and seek blessings, especially at this time of the year. Please, talk to Priest Bavian. You'll find her in the nearby cave, tending to the injured. She's the ranking priest, after High Priest Varkor. But we haven't seen the High Priest since the storm hit. Bavian led a group of us to safety. There are more priests and pilgrims out there. If you're willing to help, please talk to Bavian.
Let's actually do one quest at a time, so let's go to the Chillwind Cave thingy down there. If that icon means anything, that there's probably a what elevator there. Let's go discover it. Man, there's just so many things to do. I kind like I want to do them all, but can't. Let's do them one at a time. I wonder if we do the quests here, it'll become like a neutral zone, or like all the enemies will be gone.
A path to blooms for grieving widows, dragon's tongue for ancient throats. Oh, nonsense, the lot of it. Oh, I fail to see how flowers have anything to do with these sconces. Probably a red herring. Very common in this sort of riddle. But don't let me stop you. Truthfully. There must be a sequence of some kind. Check. Oh, glad to see I'm not the only one struggling here. Reread the riddle and try again, assistant. One blossom for the kiss at the end. Oh, surely he doesn't expect us to kiss one of these sconces. Four flowers, 2 flowers, but 6 sconces? Oh, why must everything be a puzzle?
2, 4. Let me just read it again. Two, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1.
Oh, that did it! And another scroll. What a surprise.
Right. Left. Right. Left. Left. Something.
So, what's next on the agenda? Sorting pigs by ear size? A guar steak-eating contest? At this point, nothing would surprise me. Doors, huh? Perhaps we're finally nearing the end of this. Yes, I see now. This final line about feline faith, it's a clear reference to Sabercat's Leap, a rocky precipice southwest of Morthal. I don't know of any doors there, though. Oh, you're probably right. I tell you this, though. If these illusory doors lead to nowhere, I will be very put out. Only one way to know for sure. Make your way to Sabercat's Leap. I'll meet you there.
Well, we'll do that.
It's all gone. You'll want to turn back from this damn town, Wanderer. Those savage Reachmen finally got what they wanted.
Carthwatch is gone, and all that's left are husks of a once proud people. A storm straight out of Moloch's guts rose up as I returned from patrol. It twisted everyone I know into monsters. In the chaos, I saw my brother Hafskar and his friend Biora take people to the Barrow, west of town. But I've heard nothing since. Someone needs to warn people away from Carthwatch. As the last of the Jarl's Guard, the duty falls to me. Look, I'm desperate to know if the survivors made it to the Barrow. Whatever gold I have is yours if you'll find out what became of them.
332 or 664 gold. Such random numbers.
I'm lucky you came along. No matter what you find in the...
So I'll do that quest afterwards. I just kind of want to pick things up before I forget about them. And then we'll get to it.
Well, this puzzle seems easy enough. It's just a matter of simple deduction. Aha! I have it. Observe! No. I used that one to illustrate the consequences of hasty choices. Remember?
Right. Left. Left of the right. Wait, hold on. Okay, far right. Right of the far left, so 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay, I got this.
Had you going?
Listen, bro. Reading is important.
Wrong.
Just kidding. Is that one left or right?
Try again.
Oh.
At last! Mail moths. Wait, another scroll? Oh, by the 3. If this isn't the last one, I quit. What did this note say? He asked, expecting a ludicrous response. Vec be praised! In all my years of study and adventure, I have never faced a more frustrating foe than this idiot mail moth. And he's dead. Can you even imagine how insufferable he must have been while he was alive? Mercifully, I believe you're right. Naturally, parting company with me will be difficult, but you'll muddle through somehow. Come on, assistant. Let's bring this farce to a close, shall we? The Mysterium awaits. Onward! Phew. Hardly the majestic retreat I was expecting. Wait, look there. Oh, not trapped? Good. Now, let's finally get a look at Mailmoth's mist. Locked. Say, is that a key on the pedestal? Snatch it up, quick. Wait, what is all this? This isn't treasure. This is junk. Damn that addle-brained wizard. It's just another trick. It has to be. One last riddle, assistant. One final test. Then we will reap the rewards. So, tell me, what did Mailmoth's tome reveal? Of course! How could I have missed such an exquisite antiquity? Granted, most of these items are worthless trinkets and oddities, but with some modest poetic license, I could turn that bottle into something truly extraordinary for my readers. A testament to its value, no doubt. Now, a less experienced historian might be troubled by the comically threatening X on the floor, but we know better. Mailmoth would only place such a symbol to confuse us, right? Right. It's perfectly safe. Oh, well, yes, of course it would trigger another illusion. I knew that. You passed the test, Assistant. Superb reasoning. And now we let the grim resignation set in. Oh, by the three, what a waste of time. Now I will do what I always do in situations like this, hyperbolize. With some clever prose and a few creative liberties, I can spin this into a yarn worthy of Narcissus Dren. As for you, I suppose you should return Mailmoth's journal to Dean Velaz. What? Your mistakes? No, you wound me. I would never cast you in an unflattering light. No. You'll be a mysterious figure assisting from far, far, far back in the shadows. A helpful but discreet partner.
How do we get in there? Nice. Let me go return the book and then we'll call it for this video. But yeah, pretty excited. We finished up the main story quest line for Greymoor, and then we just have a lot of side quests to do, which are actually pretty entertaining. So hope you guys will stick around for that one, or just the rest of it, because I'll try to be doing as much as possible to 100% everything. We already did Kyne's Aegis.
Ice heels walking
And
the
we
streets
have
of
a
solitude?
video on it.
What's our hold coming to?
Quiet you. Princess Svanna and her allies saved us all. And one of them was an Eastern half-giant.
The Mailmoth historian. You brought Mailmoth's journal back? Good. I assume that the Mad Mage's ramblings did not lead you and your greedy dark elf friend to any fabled treasures. People often forget to return guild property. What a welcome surprise. And even better, you didn't bring that shifty mudmouth with you. It brings me no small measure of joy to know he found nothing. Take this. News like this is worth every drake. I simply cannot wait to throw Narcissus Dren's next opus in the waste bin.
Alright, so we're done for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys shortly.